Origin Stan reacts to Masterverse Revelation figures. Coming up after this. I didn't think I was ever gonna get any of these. They were on sale for $8 at the off-price stores, Winners, Marshalls in Canada. That is where I got them. I still don't want these, I don't think. Well, I'm gonna find out. I got them to give to a friend. I mean, that price is too good to pass up. I did get a Skeletor before for half the regular price. I think I got it for $15. I haven't opened that yet. I do plan on getting a He-Man to have representation of both, the main characters. Maybe I get the anniversary one. Maybe that one is similar. I'm not sure about my lighting today either. I'm late getting this video out. It's a MOTUesday podcast. I have to start making videos again more often. So quite easy to open. The artwork is really, really good. I love that. I liked the series. I liked the other series. I prefer Origins figures. I prefer even these new ones from the CGI cartoon. I think that they're fun and different and odd. These ones are too early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, and that whole genre, that whole time period, all of the style, it was more is more is what happened in that time period. And these kind of dudes were buying me Spawn figures. And I'm not a big classics fan either. I don't like the classics at all. I like the original figures. I think I might even like Origins even more than the original figures. It seems like they fixed everything that went wrong. Oh, here's something I didn't even notice. I have a broken sword handle. My toys are all in really good condition from the original ones that I had. That is just one of the things that must have happened. It appears I tried to glue it, but I guess it's in pretty good condition. You can see that he is in very good condition. No paint scratches or anything. I played with these a lot. I guess that says something about the quality, but I guess I also didn't play with them as hard as some of those children did, because obviously he would be banged up a lot more. But I smashed things with this fist. I just took really good care of them, and I love them so much, and that is why I love them more, and they are even better now. Sorry, I'm not comparing. There's lots of videos comparing the originals to the new Origins one. I didn't like to use the name Origins. I just didn't think it fit. I was so happy when they secured Masters. Like, that is what I wanted to call them, but it seems that that's what they're calling everything. I also have a problem with people calling Masters of the Universe He-Man, because it's just one character from the series. So yes, these do remind me of Spawn figures, and I really can't tell the difference between these and the classics. I mean, you know what? I have to say, now that I have them out, or I have him out of the package, the paint job is really quite minimal, and that is what I like in a toy, and that's what I like in the original toys as well. So it does seem to be patches and pops of color in places. There's not shading. That part is good. That was the big thing with Spawn figures and all of that genre that happened then. But I like the single tones here. We got, just the boots are painted one color. The straps aren't painted a different color or anything. And then we have the fur. That's the highlight from there. And there are some paint mishaps on here. I'm struggling, you can see, with actually using the articulation. Some of it's looser in places, double jointed elbow. I mean, I'm actually having fun right now looking at them. But another thing that happens with classics and Origins, or classics and Masterverse, is that they have elongated them. And 2000X also, I should talk about that. That was because it was the late 90s, early 2000s that they came out. So those are super spawny, and they're really, I don't know, there's a weird anime. Not the anime, not Japanimation, which is what I loved, the original anime, but more this new hybrid stuff. So yeah, elongated, but good sculpts, I'd have to say. I like the face, I like the fist. They are pretty simple, but they have torque in all of the articulation. Kind of a whole different feature. So yeah, this hunky chunky, which is super important to me with toys. It looks like a toy. It looks like a Fisher-Price toy. That's what I love it. A Fisher-Price toy with 70s influence. So that's the color combinations they used. I love original Masters of the Universe, and I love how the new ones are, they have brought them into, the colors are just different for the new Origins, but the shape and everything is the hunky chunky part that I like. Stocky, cute, but also tough and scary at the same time. That's why I love Masters of the Universe. This guy, he's all those things, just it's not as cute, it's not as much of a toy, it's more of an adult collector thing. I don't understand how this elbow is working. You can't seem to get the arm down, but I guess he's just so big that he can't put his arms down. His lats they don't have that part of the articulation, get his arms next to his body, which I think is weird. A little chest ab crunch thing happening. It's pretty cool. Big loincloths. The proportions are different from what I like. I liked they were very, wrestling was very big in the 80s. Tiny little loincloth thing here. Very, very different. This is more acceptable for modern times. It just looks a little too cumbersome, but I'm surprised with him. Now, let's, and then the sword. Got some kind of weird, we've got some McFarlane painting going on here where it's kind of brushed on. There's a two-tone thing happening in there, or I don't know what. Yeah, paint job's not so good. I like the solid colored accessories. I know that's not uncommon. Rubbery, cool, simply painted, simply designed too. Not bad there. Changeable hands. Oh, weird. Oh, wait, no, I thought you were going to be able to take off his fist. Can you take off his fist? But no, they don't give him that option to show you what he used to look like. But that's something very odd for me, liking like younger baby toys to have hands to be able to change. That is something new and innovative. I mean, giving him the fist is a perfect option for me. But he can't hold a sword though, so yeah, okay, let's get to the girl. So the girls, even in the new Origins, sometimes, especially in the WWE versions of the Origins, I think Masters of the WWE Universe, the girls didn't turn out so well. Oh, I'm opening this in a different way. Let's open it from the top. It's the fastest, easiest way. One piece of tape, slide it out. That rock backdrop is great. Oh yeah, and these are the 4 that you could get. Unfortunately, I never found Stinkor and Scareglow, but I would have definitely bought for $8 each in the store. And I might actually, if I find more of these, I might pick them up for myself. Scareglow is a really cool figure. He would be great to have. Okay, so what's her name? Andra? I don't remember. Andra, I guess her name is. it's a weird name. This cape is made very nice. This is probably the best soft good I've ever had from a toy. I like the quality. I mean, for an action figure, maybe not from, obviously not from a doll or anything, but for an action figure, I just think it works. It's more of a winter cape. It's really thick. It's wrapped around, and there's some kind of Velcro that sticks to itself. Yeah, it's cool. It also has a hood. You can do it in different ways. I mean, it seems like it would be too bulky. I don't know if I'm going to be able to replicate putting it back on the way that they had it on the box, which was really well done, but it's kind of cool. It's that material, that soft material that sticks to my fingers, though, and feels like fingernails on a chalkboard. I'm a natural guy. I don't like synthetic material. This is very synthetic. But the Velcro sticks to the cape itself, so there's not an actual end on this. It's all the other end of the Velcro. I guess that's what I feel on my fingers. Okay, here's the action figure. She is not too spindly, not too thin, which I like. They had really, the girls from the original figures and the Origins, I guess, have really thicker thighs. It mostly is the WWE figures that they made, that they put too much detail on the female figures. I don't know why they did that, or because the proportions are smaller, so all the paint apps show up more, or yeah. I don't like a lot of the WWE ones, but for the most part, the females from the Origins line, they are all pretty hunky, chunky, cool, and awesome. And I really like these color combinations. I love these army fall colors always, and I like that. This is an example, not painted, but instead the molded part dictates how the joint is. So giving that middle joint, that middle knee joint, all one solid piece of plastic, that is awesome. I think that looks so good that they worked the design into the color, and that works out awesomely. The belt, I keep thinking, you know how Origins come apart? That is something that I love about them. I don't think these are mix and match, so I don't think that happens. I am not going to be pulling these off, but they do have all the articulations the big boys like, and I don't think that she is a favorite character. People kind of hate her because she's a new person, and they didn't have to. There's so many masters that already exist. They didn't have to create a new character, but it's really nice. It is a nice figure, and it isn't too spawny. I actually really like this figure, and I really like this figure, and I'm a little afraid now because I wasn't collecting them. I am. If I hold these up next to these, there is no question which toy I prefer, but these are pretty darn nice. I can't collect them all, though. I can barely collect the Origins at this time, so I'm picking and choosing. Alright, that's how I feel. Oh, I'm not even done yet. There's accessories. At least show you those. There's a helmet, but it's not a helmet. It's an alternative head. So there's the answer there. The head comes off. This is a very creepy looking mask. I don't really remember. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. It was a pretty good series. I don't think I finished watching the CGI, to be perfectly honest with you. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I just don't think I got around to finishing it. I'm going to watch it more. I like those figures. This looks really cool. Yeah, more hands. She does really Boba Fett. She's kind of a Boba Fett ripoff, isn't she? We have this, especially now that they have this laser from her gauntlet thing happening. I don't know if I have the head on all the way. Weird little pipe thing going back there. These are nice figures, though. I like the minimal paint apps. And for the most part, they're done quite well. All right, my 2 cents on Masters of the Universe, Masterverse figures. I'm glad that I got to look at a boy and a girl. That's cool. I'm gonna get my hands on Scareglow now. Which from the lines of the new Masters of the Universe lines do you collect? Do you collect the minis? Do you collect the Mega Constructs figures? There's so many. Do you collect the CGI figures? I bet most people don't collect these out of all of the collectors. And then Origins, I know, are the most popular. So funny, I don't have an Origins here. I have 2 huge bins of Origins just right over there. But I can't grab them right now without making a horrible mess. So good. Look at that original Fisto face. He's so cool. Yeah, sometimes I forget how much I love these. I have to bring them out and look at them more often.